So, welcome back for part 2 of Chapter 0, Session 1. It's the 21st of December now, and that 5-minute break was excellent. It's 2018. It is StarFinder, Fragments of Eternity. I am Ryan, the GM, and Nico. Hi there!
Hi there!
Here is the player.
Hi, I'm Calum. I've had multiple cups of tea in between. 5-minute break. And I feel rejuvenated!
Good. Yes. Tell us who you're playing.
I am playing Zigg, the mystical space rat, who is a bit upset because, you know, his Radiant Supreme has just been shot.
Mm.
And I'm not sure how he's going to deal with this kind of horrendous situation.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? In the kind of interim as well, I managed to do some updates, so they'll have their
tokens. Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Right, I believe we ended, if we just get stuck straight back in, with it being your go.
Deary me.
Let
me think. I see, I've had so much time to plan, like, an opening move, and I just haven't.
I feel like...
I reckon.
Like, do we do a pre-game? I feel like we've done a pre-game, and this is kind of like a part 2, really. Those of you that don't understand, it, like, we did just take, like, a day in between to not do things.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are again. Wonderful.
Carry on. Okay, well, first thing is, I guess gonna step down. Oh no, I need the... Here.
Okay.
That's 5.
That is 5, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. There. I think he is. I think he's gonna skite around to the side and just, like... and it's a swift to drop, isn't it?
To drop prone? Is that what you're asking? Sorry. Again, your audio.
Is it cutting out again? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Meh.
I mean, I guess if you started every sentence that way, yeah, it's a swift to drop prone, if that's what you said to me.
Swift prone, and that's what he's doing.
No actions?
Not currently. Actually, I suppose no. I've got nothing.
Nothing?
Hmm.
Give me mind you can ready an action.
I was going to say, can I prepare an action?
You can definitely prepare to take an action when a certain trigger occurs by using a standard action.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Standard prep.
And what is the...
I am going to... If anybody... you know, not friendly to me, comes within... feetish of me.
Again, you're cutting out.
Right, I shall talk louder then. Comes within 25 feet of me. I am telekinetic projectiling the little medallion from my mouth.
Okay. Okay.
No, because I've used my swift, but I can telekinetically projectile around me.
I mean, there isn't really anything you could project, so you'd need something.
Is there like a small pebble kicking around? No.
No. This is a well.
Then I'm
pebble.
Changing what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to shooting stars the hell out of him.
Him specifically.
If he comes within.
Whoever he may be.
Yes, them. I'm pretty sure I said them, but it doesn't matter.
Again, maybe that just cut off the T.
Cut off the T there.
Okay, so Anything
feet now.
within 25? Yeah.
Yeah, except anything. We'll probably go with 50. We'll go with 50 because
Okay.
I've got 100-foot range in this. So
Sure. Viktor's. 2 seconds. Right, okay. Now, let's see. I need to look up a rule now. You've already got me looking up a rule.
oh no, I do apologize.
Let's see. What I'm looking up is readying a spell.
Yeah, right.
Because do you expend it if nothing happens? Because you need to start charging it. If that makes sense.
I think you do. I think I still spend the spell slot because it just acts as a failed. It's
Because that's D&D, that isn't
something,
help.
something.
That's how we look. What's this one from? This looks like this is from StarFinder. Getting some wonderful audio feedback here, where it's just like, electronic crickets.
Oh no, you're joking.
Not all the time. Just whatever you did 2 seconds ago.
Right. Don't do that then.
Don't know what it was, but whatever it was, don't do it.
Okay.
Right, I'm still not finding anything. Can you find anything?
I can't see anything, but I would have assumed that I spend it.
Let's see. I wonder. One spell casting. It's not that one. Enjoy this, those at home. This is these important rule questions. Find anything on this yet, Calum?
No. It doesn't really say anything about it in spells.
Yeah, it's surprisingly vague. Let's have a look. Skip ahead to the magic part. Because it should have something in there. can see why it'd be an important question, you know.
It is an important question. Like under the ready action thing, it just says if you come to your next turn have not performed your readied action, you don't get to take the readied action. But it doesn't really. Well, you can ready the same action again.
Yeah, it's just sufficiently vague.
I
Okay.
can't find anything in magic and spells or.
Yeah, no, I've been looking as well. Like, I've actually searched for the word ready throughout the book. And the only word that really appears a lot is already. So,
Yes, that's what you mean.
it seems to be not a big a deal, and I can't find anything online, specifically not in the time I'm willing to commit to this, so... Oh well, we'll just say you don't for now, because I don't have any ruling on it, and nothing says you do lose it, so...
I guess you know it's kind of like if it doesn't happen, it's just you didn't take a standard action.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I think there's a system that if you prepare a spell, you hold the spell open, if that makes sense, and you don't, air quote, close the casting of the spell. Thus, when you don't do it, you lose the spell slot because you used it to cast it in preparation of you cast it, you hold the magic. Yeah. Hence why you're able to react quicker, etc., etc. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. We'll leave it for now. And it's okay, folks. We'll edit this in post. Don't worry.
Hey.
Oh, why is your hard drive broken, Calum? Your audio is so bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, that's fine. We've done that. You're gonna prep shooting stars for the person that comes into what range? 25 or 50? What are you saying?
50.
Okay. Are you still alive over there?
Yeah, something just fell over. Hold on.
All good?
All good. All good in the hood. Well, as good as can be currently.
Good. I'm also going to put in, as I should have done previously, her bodyguard. I'm going to change his name though, to just guard. And let's do him some initiative, shall we? Character sheet, roll some initiative. Where is your initiative? There it's there, boop.
A boop.
Oofed. You got a good one. Put him there. And we'll pop him out as well. He was the shiny guy, if you remember.
Ah, yes.
That noise came again.
Yeah.
The crickets. So whatever you did.
Right. I'm going to fix it.
You sure about that? Right. So, that's your turn up, isn't it?
Indeed.
Dum dum dum. Okay, so next up is her right-hand man. So let me just adjust his sheet so he actually has all the correct vision on his sight. Yes. He is gonna casually walk down and then start attacking Edzo. So I can't like add a name to her. Why is that? Can I? There we go. Edzo 14. There she is. Please stand by while we try to reconnect Calum. Hello again.
In theory,
Oh,
in theory, this should be better.
you are a lot quieter though.
Is that better?
I'll just turn you up a bit as well.
Okie dokie.
Speak normally.
Speak plainly and listen. That doesn't make sense, but
That's fine. I've turned you up. It's
cool.
Right.
I've moved Discord over to my laptop.
okay. Let us see what happens next. Yeah, so I don't know if you were here for this or not, but the right-hand man, let me just share that for everybody again who may or may not have forgotten. This dude,
Ah, yes.
he has moved to engage the wonderful Edzo.
No.
That should be Edzo, maybe. That's the wrong one. Zoom, that's the one I wanted. Oh. Come on, there we go. Edzo. So, he is then gonna have. I got her. Let's see if he actually does damage.
Damage.
Yes. Pip. Okay, yeah. So he steps down, goes in front. She's obviously there in her kind of glowing gold armor. He's there in his kind of silver armor. You can see the kind of like amber reflections kind of sparkling off him. And he looks up and his like gauntlet just starts crackling with electricity, and he just smacks into her, and you hear this like kind of thunderous impact sound. Like she's put like her hands up to kind of block as best she can, kind of pulling against these black shadow ribbon things that are trying to hold her to the ground. And she's like tearing those as she goes to try and like cross her wrists over to try and take the impact, kind of Wonder Woman style. So yeah.
Damn.
It's the matriarchs. Go. Let's see. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I believe you.
Yes. Let's see. So, can you even see her from where you are? Let's see. Yeah, you can. Peek around that pillar.
Kind of just.
So yeah, seeing the fact that obviously Edzo's kind of like broken of the shadow bonds, and her paladin man's just dealing with it, the wonderful matriarch Queen Lady, and again for those at home that don't recall her, I'll just share her a bit for everybody.
Yes.
The phrase share her a bit's weird, but that's fine. Still good to know. And her kind of like purpley kind of trailing kind of very faint kind of material clothes and just seem to kind of like extend a little as she slowly just, let's see, she kind of just slowly drifts up and over the battle, and kind of just, let's see, where's she actually gonna go? Yeah, she's gonna fly herself. Let's see exactly where. Yeah, she's gonna go there and fly right there.
Ooh. No,
Yeah.
that's here.
Let's see if this works. So here, these two. Do you want to measure out for me so I can do some maths? Yep, pretty much. Yeah, so as soon as she got like there to one of those spots, she would have been a target for you.
Yeah.
So your reaction?
All right. I need to click on shooting stars. Please do something good. And I reckon
Should probably be about there. That's probably where she's gonna be.
Okie dokie. That's one. I get two, don't I?
Oh, like it would be
Or would it just be one because of the?
No, it's 2 darts,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
two.
It is,
Yeah.
it's 2 darts. But
And then for full, it's 3.
do you roll for spell penetration the once or the twice?
I think it's just the once. Oh no, that's no. I think each one,
Yeah. So
each dart,
click it again.
it gets separate one. Sorry. Yeah. Non slightly better. Spell pen wise.
Yep. So describe how this looks from like Zigg's point of view. So you get behind the pillar, you start channeling. What? Like talk to us. Describe it for us.
Yeah, I think it's like he kind of closes his eyes and tries to tune in to the sort of like, you know, he's listening real hard and he's trying to like feel like sort of like the quote unquote the force vibrations, so that as soon as like any sort of threat is like crosses that boundary, he's just like really focused on just getting that threat away from him and anyone else, really. So he'd kind of just be like there with his eyes closed, in sort of a meditative stance, and then kind of back to trying to center his mind back to like that vision of the previous day with the sun and the and then he like just open his eyes and like just outstretch his arm, like as soon as he like his ears would twitch, as they like kind of crossed that boundary, and he just like outstretches his arms like as a sort of like instinctual reaction, and just fires out these two, well, basically mini suns is what I like to envisage it as.
Yeah, 2 little
Just from,
shooting
like, the
stars.
palm of his
Yeah.
hand.
And she's kind of gliding with these kind of like, again, not too dissimilar. Like it's almost like a dark mirror again of her floating up towards this big kind of like glowing orb. You know, her kind of like purple kind of dress trailing a little, and then like you pop out, fire these 2 shooting stars up at her. They kind of streak across the room, and then you just see her kind of like wave her hand over both of them as if extinguishing like a candle. And then she kind of like comes to a stop where she was planning to, as if she hadn't even noticed.
I think Zigg would probably just exhale and kind of freak out a little bit, but kind of like frozen in sort of fear type thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because I mean, I know Calum would be.
And then, like, we as an audience see. Obviously, Zigg doesn't because he's not really got view on her behind the pillar. But the audience see her like go up and just like go to put her hand on the orb. She kind of stops just before it, closes her kind of hand and pulls it back, and then turns back to the room. Because we have what we've came for. Kill them. And then it's her turn over.
Ah!
And it's the enforcer's turn.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's our little soldier boys. So yeah.
Little soldier boy. Oh no. Not a
It's-
fan. Not a fan.
So yeah, they all essentially get stuck into the room, quite frankly. Let's see. I think these two at the doors are probably just going to stay put because they don't want him to escape. Quite frankly.
Hmm.
And yeah, let me just make some rolls. Let's see. Right.
What
So
airs am I getting out of this one?
So the four in the middle are going to make attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's make sure I've got this right. There.
Oh whoa. Okay, that's pretty neat.
So yeah, they just slaughter
Murder everyone. Oh god.
the people in there.
Uh.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of like kind of like swords that can like whip out into like chains, and they like kind of serrate people. Like or they're serrated, I should say. The people don't just immediately become serrated, I guess. Anyone that runs kind of beyond them, they take a shot at with like laser rifles. You know, it's a bit brutal in there. It's just so that's just kind of embroiled in battle, that middle bit. Yeah. Let's see.
Okie dokie.
There we go. I've got Edzo's go now. So she's obviously kind of broken free of these shadow bonds that the Drow Queen Lady has used to kind of bind her. And obviously she's snapped out of those. She's been hit with this kind of silver guard man. And you just see her kind of... I mean, in fact, do you? I'm assuming you see her. Let's find out.
I can see her.
Yeah, good. I was like, can you though? Because obviously I see everything from a GM point of view, so I'm like trying to work out who can see what is sometimes tough. Also, I want the wrong layer, that's why. There we go. Yep, you can see that happening.
Yes.
And yeah, she just obviously her armor gives off light. It should probably have that doing that as well, but that's fine.
You.
Yeah. There. So she glows, and you just see her like pull back a fist, and then like her kind of, as I said, her kind of ethereal kind of robes that she's wearing, the kind of amber golden robes, all start to like flare up as if it was some kind of anime power-up move, and then she just like punches into the guard's chest, and he gets smacked back, and he just collapses on the floor.
Oh damn. She's a badass.
Yeah, like she kind of like stands up from like, you know, her kind of one knee pose, and then like turns around, and just looks all over the kind of, you know, the slaughter in the middle, and then you can clearly see like something clicks in her eyes, and she's like looking around the room, up closer to like where the orb is, and then she kind of spots you, and then she's gonna go. Dum 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 dum.
I think at that Zigg would go dum dum. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
so she's
I
gonna
couldn't
move,
resist.
gonna start making her way towards you.
Oh, okay.
Sure, go.
Ah, cool. Did I say I was prone?
You did.
I did. Cool. I'm getting up from prone.
Okay.
And because I'm a Yosoki, I can use that as my swift.
Yep. Sometimes handy being a rat.
Yeah. Just so I can move a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd move to there.
Yeah.
I think there. Yeah. Just to get closer. And again, there's not really much action-y wise I can do.
Well, I mean,
Without, I don't want to like piss people off.
so you fire at the matriarch, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he would actually do anything, because having seen like how dismissive of his shooting stars she was,
Mhm.
that would have just kind of like made him really not confident in doing any sort of magic-y nonsense.
Mhm. Well, I mean, you could always take another move, right?
Oh, can I do a full move? Is that a thing? I must have misread that. No, not actually read it. Let's plonk him here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel like he'd feel slightly safer behind a pillar.
I mean,
Oops, sorry.
probably, right? So yeah, if that's what you're doing with your turn, okay.
It is indeed. Not a very exciting turn. I do apologise to anyone who chooses to view / listen to this.
It's okay, that's just how it goes sometimes, quite frankly.
Yes.
Yeah, so the guard, well, he stands up, quite frankly, because just had his ass handed to him. Isn't exactly what I would say is best pleased, you know? Isn't best pleased. And yeah, does he even have... Oh, he does.
I don't like that sound. Oh, he does.
Dun, dun, dun,
I don't want to know what he has. Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to make an attack. Oh, he hits. So, kind of swings up his rifle, and kind of torrent of essentially fire, I guess, like lasers, comes shooting out, and you can kind of like, see it kind of like hitting off of her robes and like, actually like wounding her on her side, and she's kind of like grabbing her side, and it's almost like her kind of robes, like, and her kind of like trails from the robes all kind of swirl around as if trying to like cover the fact that the armor's been kind of pierced. And you can see as she's working her way to you, and you've tried to work your way to her, like she just gets like riddled with these laser shots from that guy.
Oh no.
It's the matriarchs go.
Shit. Okay.
Let's see. What is she going to do? Yeah, I think let's see. Yeah, you've got a view of this, yeah. So you see the
Yes.
matriarch just kind of turn. She obviously kind of like almost smiling at the carnage in the middle, as if she's enjoying the fact that light is being snuffed out. And then she looks down at the Radiant Supreme's body, and she kind of like, her smile drops into kind of like a disgusted look, and then you see just from her hand the kind of like shadows coalescing into like a blade.
Oh god.
And she just kind of like reaches down and just like, puts the blade up in front of her, grips it with two hands, and just stabs into him from above. Yeah, it's her turn.
Hmm.
She has like a satisfied look on her face when she does that.
Slightly horrified, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you just have like full view of that. So like from one side you've got Zigg seeing the Radiant Supreme being like murdered essentially, like, or at least like kind of the guarantee kill, right, after being shot from a distance across the room. And then your mentor being shot at as well, your student friends all being kind of slaughtered in the middle. Your magic did nothing to her. Yeah. The enforcers pretty much start wrapping up the fight in the middle. Edzo, it's her go. She's gonna go here, and then here. I'm gonna go there, and then she's just gonna hand you her necklace. She's gonna take it off, hand it, just kind of like automatically putting it over you. Kind of presses the kind of the sun brooch kind of into your kind of chest. Like maybe automatically, like your hands come up to it as well.
Yeah.
And she says, "You have to get out of here, and you have to get out with this, and you have to go now."
I think he'd be like probably physically shaking at this point. But I think he'd just like nod.
And she's just got like these glowing amber eyes staring at you, and like this is the look of, you know, when she's been disappointed with you, when you've not been getting like training routines and things like that for like, you know, when she knows you're just not trying, you know. So it's that kind of serious look of this needs done, Zigg type vibe.
Yes.
So yeah, she does that. She says, "Get to the circle." And then she does the rest of her movement. To there, to start running towards the matriarch. And like the only thing you see is those trails of kind of like golden light, as I say, the kind of jellyfishy thing that she's got going on, as she like flees over that way to try and, I mean, do what she can, right, to buy you time.
Yeah. Ah. No. Make it stop.
Okay, so that's the end, guys. I hope you enjoy.
That's it. Zigg telekinetic projectiles the necklace through his own head, and
no, it goes to hit it, hits off the pillar, it bounces back and kills him.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess he's gonna run. It's my turn. Oh God.
Yeah, sure, go.
I think Zigg is probably gonna run back the way he came.
Just so you know, also, Calum, this is not a CR1 statted fight. Just so you know.
I kind of guessed. To be honest. Let's see. 30. So that moves him to there. See, I don't know if I should go up and round here.
Well, I mean, you know what you're going to have to deal with if you go down, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go this way.
Mm.
So that full movement takes him to there. And if I can do that again...
So is that your, was it 25 you to there, yeah?
30.
You 30? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't look it, do I?
Yeah. Keep in mind now that if you go here, that is a drop. So that would be like the equivalent of difficult terrain, whereas the stairs are above.
Oh, the stairs are this one here. I'm not picking, but that one there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I guess that way.
Yeah, I don't mind if you do it this way, right? So you could do to here, you could hop to there, get there.
Okay, I think I'll do that. Just because.
I think what I'm going to do is...
and I guess that's his turn.
what I'm gonna do.
obviously.
Gonna edit this. Just have to move the actual viewpoint with you, you know, for those at home.
Ah, yes.
Okay then.
Oh, this is horrible. It's actually horrible. Now I can't even see anything, so it's even worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the happiest of times, is it?
No.
Yeah, so I guess you just hear some horrible noises.
Yeah.
You hear the matriarch's voice again, saying, "Take the vessel. We are leaving." And then it's you.
Well, I know exactly what Zigg is doing. He's running the back away. Ready.
So
Essentially.
move once.
Move. To. Oh, I'm grabbing the thing. 30 was there. Oh, yes, I am going the right way. That's fine. Woo!
So let's just move this with you. But is this even possible at this point? Let's find out. Nope, you're good.
Oh, there's a guy there. Shite. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
I'm also not actually entirely sure if you would have line of sight on it, because keep in mind the way the wall is. I actually designed the lighting levels so that people could see that there were walls. Otherwise, it looks really, really claustrophobic in my opinion. But yeah, that would block your
line of sight. Okay, that's fine. Oh right, yeah, it would have blocked all this this stuff out. Yeah.
Yep. But you can see why I'm like, it's cooler if you can actually see the wall. So.
Then it just looks like black stuff.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah, I get you. I got you.
Cool.
So I probably actually wouldn't see him then.
Nope. So you'd keep moving.
I would keep moving. Unfortunately. To about there.
Cool.
And unfortunately, I know it was here, or was it there?
It's there, the next one down, I believe.
Yeah,
so you
cool.
were. Yeah, if it's 30. What I'm going to do is see if I can just edit. Let me go to his character sheet. Or that character sheet, I should say. Character sheet, edit. I'm going to give you control over the eye so that you can just move it to where you are when you've moved.
I'm fairly certain I can select both and move them, can't I? Yeah. That makes it easy.
Edit it so it's actually got the same level of vision you've got. Cool. And that should... Let me just adjust this for those at home.
I do not want to die in this hellhole, but I love it.
So yeah, you get there, and then my dude
does a thing.
His ready to action.
Yes.
Because that's what they do. Right, let's see. What is your EAC?
My EAC is 12.
You're hit for 4 fire damage.
Ow! He says, ow!
As this soldier boy takes his reaction, spots you, takes a shot.
Yeah, I think
you just have this like red line through the dark lighting up in a flash.
Yeah, I think it just takes him really off guard, obviously.
Yeah, because you're probably trying to like, maybe like you're constantly looking over your shoulder as you do those kind of panicked steps, you know?
Yeah. I think he was more, and he's definitely more running than just walking, you know. So I think he just kind of like turns his head forwards and just gets hit by this thing, and it kind of takes him aback a little. He's not in a good mood.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes.
I wouldn't be there if I was hit with that. But it is, I believe. Let's see. That was your go. That was the end of your go. That was 2 moves. Cool. Things happen in the room.
Yes, they do. I mean, he probably hears more horrible noises. Slightly fainter, because there are walls in the way. But horrible all the same.
And let's see. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that works for me. Back to
Right.
reality.
As
you are about to do anything just for dramatic effect, because I think it's cooler to do this on your go as you're thinking about doing something, because it's the exact moment you'd have in character as well.
Yes.
You hear a scream of pain that kind of ends in a horrible cut-off electronic noise. As you recognise it as Edzo 14's kind of voice. You just hear as if obviously someone's been kind of gravely wounded. So you hear that.
I think Zigg's brain would just shut off. he's lost it. He's gone. He's powered down, and oops.
To the wall.
Yes.
Just goes crazy.
Laser. Actually, that's a good point. How far is that? It's 80 feet. And yeah, he's going to go on just full, I don't care anymore, I'm going to kill anyone who stands in my way. 10, 30-ish.
Keep in mind, if you don't move, there's a full attack option, so...
There is a full attack option. Oh yeah, wait, how far is that? 80.
I love how it's it's 80 feet. What'll I do? How far is that? It's such a player thing, isn't it?
I know. It's because you don't actually pay attention. Well, you do, but you don't.
It's like when people look at their watch and you ask them what time it is, and they have to look at their watch again because they've immediately deleted it.
Yes.
Before they saw.
Or do I don't know what's there though.
The line of sight's great, isn't it? It's so good, and I love
really
it.
Making this difficult.
I just don't know how I would ever run at a table anymore, because I'm thinking, but people would see the whole map. Just have to get bits of cloth I could lift off everywhere.
Do you know what? Yeah. See, I've already forgotten where that was. It's there. Rats. Literally. I think he's moving here.
Okay.
And oh, I don't like this. It's a horrible game. It's so hard.
It's tougher when it's you're on your own as well, and you're like, God, it's literally only me that has to deal with this.
It's only me, and I know I only have one spell slot. Damn level 1s.
So I'm pretty sure we said you could be level 2 for this, but sure.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I thought we were just going health-wise for level 2. Doesn't matter. I've committed now.
Too late.
Too late. What's done is done.
It's not like this was a balancing counter anyway.
Well, yeah, this is true. And
technically, you guys had higher stats. Just saying, might make you more worried, but
yeah. And he is too far away to do what he was going to do.
And what were you going to do?
I wanted to mind thrust the bastard.
What range is mind thrust?
It's like 25 feet or something.
Really? Is it that short?
Yeah.
Are
yeah.
You sure?
Plus 5 feet every 2 levels.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, everything I do is like 25 feet. I'm actually quite a close range machine.
Except for shooting stars, obviously.
Apart from shooting stars, which is just my... Ah!
So 30 foot, and he's beyond that. I take it.
Oh, he's well beyond that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you'd done he was 80 away, and then you did the maths.
I could have done that. That would have been a lot easier. It's right click to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a handy one.
Yeah.
You
I
trap
need to start
people.
using it more.
It's good. Right, so
well,
you stand to the
that's
middle of
right.
the room, and then what do you do?
He trips over.
I mean, you could go prone. You could keep moving.
Oh, actually, I could just use the rest of it. Cancel that. That's not how you spell cancel.
Cancel.
See how stressed I am now. Yeah. Oops. It's going in here.
Okay.
And that's his move, I guess. That's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Again, with the really entertaining turns.
That's
Well,
panicky though, isn't it?
I guess it's, he is quite panicked.
I mean, that's what happens. So you get to that point in your life where things panic you.
Yes. Everyone seems to be dying. Yeah. You're essentially a 12-year-old rat.
I'm just trying to... Oh. How do I undo what I've just done? Oh.
Oh?
Let's send that to the back.
See. Oh, man.
Let's edit that. Okay, I don't know what button that is, but that's a really cool button. There you are. Where are you hiding? Yep, that's fine. Let's go back to reality. No, let's try that again. Sorry, I'm trying to work with layers here, and
That's fine. It's quite sinister feeling not knowing what the pants is actually going on.
Yeah, like I guess that's the part of the reason why I was quite excited to do the map stuff. Really,
Yeah. It's really interesting because I mean, like, I know you're doing stuff, but all I can see is this room.
Yeah, and
And
it's
I'm like, oh no.
it's tough, Let's see.
It means I can't metagame either.
But that's why I like it, obviously.
Where's the win button? I need to find the win button.
I mean, probably right. Right, that should be fine. Okay, so done.
Dun.
It's you.
That's me. Oh no.
That was sorry. You took a turn. I need to make this guy take a turn. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I
to
was
do.
gonna say, like, are you sure there's not a guy like
Nope.
over here somewhere who needs to take a go?
Don't know why that's doing that in really weird increments. There we go. That was really weird. Ta-da!
Ah!
And then he is gonna
He
do.
uses a move called kill.
It's like that, but it's a gun. He casts gun. It's a 15, which hits you, I believe, and it's 6 fire damage. Please stand by while we wait for Zigg.
Apologies, apologies, apologies.
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry, what was that? 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Yep.
Yeah.
As he walks around, pulls up his gun and goes, pew, there you are.
Ooh, ow, that stings.
Mm.
That stings a lot. Okay. Ow. Ow.
Mm-hmm. Boop, boop. Here you go.
Oh, no.
I mean, now.
I mean, now I can technically mind thrust.
Imagine had you been worn out, that would have been so annoying. It's a shame you can't full attack main thrust though.
Oh, I know, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be disgusting.
So, standard, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. I think this is kind of like he's lost his cool, and he's just like, upon getting like shot again, he's kind of like lost himself a little bit, and he's just like, ah, and just tries to just dump all his like emotional trauma on top of this guy.
It's a shame the spell penetration wasn't the
Wasn't the
the damage.
Yes, that'd have been fantastic.
Right, so you cast Mind Thrust at this dude. Well, I mean, if he had any spell penetration, it wouldn't have mattered, or resistance, I should say. It wouldn't have mattered because obviously this. So he needs to make a will save, yeah?
A will save, that is correct.
And then it's... Let's see. Right, where is the button for will save? And will he save? You got a 6.
I don't know if I don't think that does it.
Well,
Oh no, that totally saves.
Oh, good. It's not like a... So your will save DC, by the way, is that too high anyway?
No. It's based on the spell's level. It's not based on your character level.
Okay, cool. So is it 15?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so he takes, what, 7 psychic damage?
He takes 7 psychic damage.
Yeah, I'll note that down.
And that's me out of spells. That's not true. I'm not out of spells. But I'm out of my hard-hitting spells. And,
yeah. Let's click.
I think...
Just in preparation to see what you do.
Okay, that's fine. That's just in prep. He's going to move... Where is he going to move? There. Ah, sorry. Oh no, it's actually stuck in the wall. There we go, thanks. Sorry.
That's okay.
I do apologise.
Seeing outside the world. But yeah, if that's your go, he's going to take a
yeah, I
drop.
guess it is.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's probably just gonna go here, quite frankly. Like, what? Over there? Yeah. He's gonna go there. So basically just like steps over. Looks at you.
I still like the idea of going "Wah!" and then going no, and then just kind of scurrying off and going, oh jeez. And he just takes a step to the side and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, and then I think, let me just double check. That's fine. So he finishes his movement by closing the gap. Gonna move the viewpoint over to like here or something. And then as he's walking towards you, I think his gun goes down and he pulls out like a kind of sword as it goes slack into this kind of whip.
Oh
And
no.
like he just kind of like pulls it straight up across you in the corner.
Yes, he does.
It's a horrible person that he is.
He is a horrible person.
What's your KAC?
12.
He misses. He gets a 10.
Oh
So,
no.
I think as he like walks forward, he's obviously got that smug look on his face because you've got like, you know, scorch marks on you, and he goes to like kind of like, the sword comes out, slackens into the whip, goes and swings it at you, and it just like kind of like scrapes across the stone wall as you know, scamper just out of the way.
Yep. Okay. And with that, oh god, let's cast fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah. Standard. And we'll fatigue him. They can just kind of. Do. Please tell me that hits.
Oh, it hits, yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah,
So doesn't it need to be a saving throw though, or no? It's
yeah, fortitude saves as well. Yes,
so
sorry, I forgot.
it hits the KAC, and then the EAC that hits that anyway. And then he makes a save. Let's see if he can actually make the save. He gets a 15. What was the?
It's 14. Yeah, he saves.
Yeah, so he gets the save.
And I, quite frankly, probably going to die. I'm going to just risk the opportunity attack and run away. Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. I'll just roll the attack now, because of course he's going to take it.
Like, yeah, there's no way he's not going to take it.
It hits you.
Okay.
6 slashing.
Oh, ow. So, okay. So that's that. Oh dear.
How's Zigg
managing
looking?
my health. He's got 10 hit points.
What was his stamina at previously?
It was at 2 previously.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Does that cancel movement, or do you still get to move all your...
I think we agreed that you still get to move, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact ruling we said, but we're...
Oh, my thing's stuck on. How do I turn that off? What have I done? Oh, there we go.
What
I don't know
did
what
you
I
do?
did there.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you this much. It's going to cost a standard action to activate that circle.
I knew it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
This is all fine. Everything is fine. For the most part. Zigg's actually going to die. I should never have joked about it.
7 does not hit you. He's just running after you at this point, whipping you now. I think obviously his move was...
Run, rat,
right,
run.
his move was what? Like, he was here, so let's just see. Could he have actually have chased you? Like, yeah, so I think it's maybe more like he's just been whipping after you as you've been like bailing.
Yeah, I quite like that.
As like, you know, he's like smashing things on like shelves and things, and this kind of like, again, metal scraping sound as the whip scores down walls and smashes through benches and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
It is your go.
Let's see. If I move him here, this doesn't have line of sight there. I don't want to have line of sight, no, because he can just hit me anyway. But do I hit him first? That's the thing. No, I'm not going to hit him first. 35, that's too far. Oh well. 30.
Double
25.
move.
I'm going to have to double move. Actually, I'm going to have to double move. Quite irritating.
I mean, yeah.
So, I guess it doesn't matter where he's standing in the circle, does it?
No, as long as he's on it.
Cool. Let's go to there then. Boop. Oh, I didn't move.
Right, so he'll take a go at you.
Yes, he will.
He hits for 6. Oh my
Hits for
god.
6.
He's
Cool. Ow.
So on his turn he can't do bugger all, but reactions he's good at.
Reactions. He's great at reactions. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
So you on 4 health now?
Yeah.
How's Zigg doing over here? You can see down the corridor, can't you?
I can see. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see down the corridor. Jesus.
Yeah, I think as you let's just do this in steps again. So you went there, you went there, you went there, you went there, you went there. Just to give you more of a view of.
I think he'd move there. Yeah, I think he's still got enough space because he only moved like 45. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you here, because I don't think you can see anymore. No, you can kind of see. Yeah, so
I can kind of see a little
yeah,
bit.
you can see the guard and the queen, as it were. And the thing there kind of, well, you could have seen the thing they were escorting around. Excuse me. You get to the point where, let me just move this over. Here we are. They seem quite almost like formation marching, as if they're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see the kind of the room getting brighter and brighter and brighter, behind them, and then she leaps down.
Oh,
In her kind
he's not
of
dead.
amazing jellyfish form. And those of you who missed part 1, please go back and correct your lives. And
Yes.
yeah, so she appears there, and then let's see, what does she do? She lands there. She goes to try and attack the queen. The queen just kind of like standing, like her hands by her side, just kind of looking almost like, you know, as if something odd has just happened, you know, as if oh, you're not dead kind of look, but not like in any kind of I'm under threat type of way, as this big golden warrior woman in robes lands. I guess the kind of the best way to describe the robes is maybe thinking of the ancient one from Doctor Strange.
All
That
right.
kind of deep orange kind of colour. Only more flowing, more kind of traily bits.
Yes.
And this is obviously glowing energy equivalent of those, because of her solar armour that she's got activated. She lands. She goes to like lean in with like a big kind of like solar infused kind of punch, and the kind of silver armoured guard at the side just kind of like steps in the way of the queen, takes the hit like in his fist, kind of grips it, and you see like thunder crackling or actually electricity crackling all over his fist as he grabs the kind of the solar kind of infused fist in his. And then the queen just kind of like tilts her head, staring at Edzo 14. And she kind of just leans into her. And then you see, obviously maybe Edzo doesn't quite see it, but you see the black blade forming out of the shadows. She just kind of stabs straight through. So I think the only indication we get of this from like the audience point of view is the golden armour just starts to fade off of her robes. So that golden glow, and they all kind of like flitter down by her side, lifeless, instead of the kind of underwater effect you had going on. And we'll take away her little wee aura.
Ryan.
And then she falls.
What a bitch.
She falls.
Fuck. No.
Yeah. You know, the music takes that turn, you know, where the hobbits start to try and feel like Gandalf's, you know. Very not with the party anymore.
Yes.
And
Oh god. Ugh.
yeah, like as I said, music takes a sad turn, and let me just update this last bit that I need to do. No, ignore that. Or don't, whatever.
As horrible as this is, I quite like the image of like seeing like an orange sort of glow, sort of slightly fading in zigzag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it is horrible, but it is like exactly what you see. And
Yeah.
we then just have this happen.
The funk.
I think. Can you see all that? Let's just move the camera because very little of this. Yeah. So again, let's move all of it. There we go.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
First of all, that looks really cool.
Thank you. Let's just.
Second of all, what the funk?
Yeah. So they're just engulfed in fire. The entire like place lights up. Yeah. It's. Let's make sure this is all the way. Yep. There we go. And then the fire kind of dies down. And I guess that's just still spinning. There he is.
My man!
So the Radiant Supreme appears. I love how like Zigg's kind of like hiding here.
What?
As I said, pretty much all of these drow weren't quite as lucky as say the matriarch and her bodyguard. They are most definitely gone.
Jeez.
Yeah, they are gone. For those people at home that want to see more, I'm just going to move the Janus over because yeah, that was a thing. They're all gone. Dun 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 dun. And then let's not stretch that too much. Let's put that back over to Zigg. And then yeah, the matriarchs, wrapped in shadows by the time all the fire kind of dispels, if you will. And the shadows kind of almost like kind of fade off of her, like it's like the aftermath of a blast.
Yes.
And she stands there, like with both hands kind of outstretched, like kind of clawed up the way, as if that was like the quickest she's ever had to cast something. And then she just looks to her guard, who has already leaped forward to start attacking. Kind of electrical blades appear from his hands, and he leaps forward. She kind of stumbles back, and then she starts maneuvering with shadows. So they start working their way down this way.
No. Go like that. Go like that. Get away from me. No, bitch, move. Go the other way. Fuck you.
So yeah, she starts. So yeah.
Please tell me the egg acts as like you can't shoot through the egg.
Yeah,
Stop moving.
like she then starts moving.
Just stop it. Stop it. Just stop moving.
She sees you, and she just looks at you as
I
if
play dead.
you're somehow there, and she just like holds up her hand. So like one of her left hand's holding all these kind of like almost like from each finger there's like shadowy ribbons slowly trying to wrap around the egg, but you can see that the light from the egg is kind of like pushing through all the shadows constantly. So she has to keep applying, these ribbons telekinetically. And she looks to you and then just kind of like waves her hand at you, and you feel like a pulse of force. Can you make me
No.
a reflex save?
Am I good at reflex? I'm not terrible at reflex. Oh, come on, big numbers. Big numbers. That's not a big number.
No. So you
That's
get
the opposite of a big number.
roll a d4.
Oh god. That's hard.
Okay, that's not so bad. So you just get pushed back one. Yeah,
Shit.
just like this kind of like pulse of force knocks you back. She doesn't look obviously particularly happy anyway, so she positions the egg inside the circle. She screams at this guy to come running down, who does, although he does it the proper way. Let's go back and do it the proper way. And then she sends him to go this way. 2 seconds. Let's see, I need to be on this layer, and is this what I'm looking for? I think this is what I'm looking for. So he goes running down that way, and then as he goes to run off, because she like screams something in Drow, you obviously don't speak Drow.
I don't speak Drow, no.
And he like nods really quickly and like absolutely like bolts with his gun in his hand, like just straight down that corridor, like to the point where he dropped his like his chainsword thing, and then that happens, and he's just immediately incinerated.
Huh.
Yep.
What a dude.
Yeah, right. So that happens. She shields her eyes, and at that point, like the kind of shadowy ribbons fade from the egg that's just kind of hovering there, kind of pulsing out all this light. Like realistically, it's probably got like a ridiculous aura. So I mean, it's probably got a something like, you know, like this happening where it's glowing everything in a. I don't know if you can see that. Let me edit that so that it can be seen. Advanced and aura 1. Everybody can see that. Cool. There we go. So it's probably like bathing the place in this kind of warm light. And then she kind of turns to shield her kind of eyes from this kind of ridiculous flame blast thing that comes through there. And then obviously that goes, and he is most definitely gone as well. he had nothing anymore. He's gone. So yeah, she turns back again. Very brief glance at you as you're like picking yourself up from the floor, as you've been kind of like slid back. Maybe you get slid back, you fell to like the ground to try and dodge it, you know, and then you're slid back on all fours, and we maybe have that horrible scraping noise with your nails.
Oh yes. There's like a slight little scratch in the floor.
Oh yeah, definitely. It got the scratch marks as you've tried to dig in from the floor.
Also, his nails have not.
They've been
they
trimmed.
do not look great right now.
Yeah, that'd be horrible. The matriarch.
Oh no, I can feel it.
Matriarch turns, does that glance to you, and then you just hear her mutter things, and you see all the runes on the floor start to like kind of light up, and then, much like the way of things, as you've kind of noticed. Let's see, do I have one for this? Do I? Don't know what this looks like. Let's see what that's. Ta-da!
I mean, that looks really cool. So, you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they're gone. The room. Then, yeah. I think with that as well, the let's see. Yeah, I guess like it gets weirdly cold, right? Weirdly cold, and the whole place has this kind of almost like everything goes dark. That warm light leaves you. You realise how quite cold and sore you are.
Yeah, and I mean he's hurting a lot.
Oh, definitely. And I think like it's just zip. And then the Radiant Supreme walks in, kind of like puts this kind of weird tentacly almost hand down on the ground, and he like almost feeling the runes. Kind of takes a moment. You can see like his eyes closed, and he's kind of muttering to himself. What does Zigg do?
I think Zigg's probably kind of like slumped now. Like as soon as that kind of left, the egg left and everything, I think he's kind of fallen onto one knee. He just kind of like looks up, and I think he starts trying to like kind of make his way over to the Radiant Supreme, kind of like half crawling, half walking.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'll do that.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not where I wanted him to go. So essentially, so he gets like up to here or whatever. Yeah. Just like kind of right in front of him.
Cool. What do you say?
I don't know if he says anything. I think he just kind of looks at him. And, nah, you know he does. He looks at him and just goes, "Why?" And then, like, winces in pain. And that's like it.
Yeah, and you can see as well, like the kind of like the wounds. He's, like stemmed by burning them, as well. He's not in a great way. You can see the stab kind of wound as well. It's got these kind of like black kind of almost veins crawling from it, where the sword hit him. And
one of those.
He kind of like stands up very kind of slowly, kind of uses his staff to kind of prop him up a bit. You hear the staff kind of creak as he kind of stands. And he kind of looks you over and he kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder. And as soon as he does that, like you just feel this rush of like healing, essentially.
Oh.
So yeah, he uses a wee mystic cure on you because he's a nice guy for that.
What a dude!
I know, right? After all that.
What a guy.
Yeah. So roll 3d8. Enjoy being healed for 17.
For more than my hit point maximum,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. It is only health you get back with these ones, sadly.
Yeah.
Stamina is a whole other thing. Yep.
Yes, I think you have to spend resolve points too.
You do, yeah. You do like a 10-minute rest and spend some resolve for that. But yeah, so as like you've got this kind of like rush of kind of like you see like the score marks on you slowly kind of like erase, and that kind of magical glowy warmth that kind of like when you walk into somewhere hot after being outside in the cold and you have that shiver of adjustment, like you've got that as it's almost like you're shaking out the cold briefly until you realise it gets cold again as soon as obviously you feel like the healing take its course. And he kind of just looks at you in that kind of, again, almost resolute face of, is he sad? Is he like angry? Like you can't really tell.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looks at you, and then you can see that he's kind of not looking at you. He's looking at like the brooch around your neck now, the kind of the gold kind of brassy coloured thing, that Edzo had given you, and he kind of just like points at it and kind of presses it into you a little bit, and says, "Take this to your friends." And I think with his grip on your shoulder and then pressing into like your chest, he's got his kind of like staff resting in the crook of his arm at this point. He like as soon as he says your friends, you get that flash of all the crew of the 11th hour again, because obviously you have shared your knowledge about this. And he says, "Become lost in the stars for a time." And it's obviously that kind of wet thunder noise I was describing before, for his voice, very methodical, very slow. Imagine having a conversation with like an Elcor from Mass Effect. And only slightly less frustrating, I think. And he kind of goes, "We have lost today, but we will win tomorrow." And kind of like slowly just nods really vaguely, as if that was supposed to mean a lot to you,
Yes. Which I feel like it doesn't really mean anything.
No, like I mean, he's basically told you to get lost, literally, right? So go get lost amongst the stars for a time, is the kind of instructions you get. And then he takes like a step back, and then you start to see like the runes start to activate beneath you. And yeah, you can see that he's clearly like activating the teleport circle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like that gets activated. And do you stand in the circle? Do you move out of the circle?
I think I'm standing in the circle, but I think he like goes to try and say something, like kind of apologize.
Mm-hmm.
For one, he doesn't actually understand, and two, he feels kind of responsible for taking the Radiant Supreme's attention away.
Mm.
But I think all he'd probably get in is something like Radiant Supreme, and then nothing.
Yeah. And I think like we have that shot of like the runes start to kind of like build up, and all the blue light stemming up straight from them, as if like the light bleed effect comes up from underneath. And he's just there muttering away, waving his hand back and forth as the runes start to like react to it. And then like you kind of maybe look up and you see like, Radiant Supreme, but just like as you maybe kind of like, you're saying Radiant Supreme to the ground, maybe,
Yeah.
And then as you do, you see walking behind him the silver armored paladin man.
No.
And as he gets like into the room, just as he's kind of like, I guess where that, like you can move that right away. Like, so he gets to like the bottom of the steps, and he's got like his electrical blade crackling. You, unfortunately,
don't get this. No, put it back. Just back a little bit.
You see Radiant Supreme, you look up, and yeah, unfortunately. Let me just make sure this happens for everybody, though, because I need to adjust. Why isn't this working? Let me just refresh this on the old stream.
Also, the hexagons look super cool.
Okay, so why is this? Where are we? We're on the wrong map. I think I know why that is, because I never moved the eye. That'd be why. Sorry everybody at home, that's my fault. Let's try that again. So yeah, just to reframe the scene, we have Zigg looking up, Radiant Supreme, eyes go wide, and we see like initially the reflection of the silver soldier in there, and then it clicks to the wider shot of the room, the soldier walking down the stairs with his sword, and Radiant Supreme closing his fist to finalise the teleport, and you're gone. Before you can maybe just open your mouth a little bit and your eyes go wide.
Yeah, I think when he like kind of, comes, to wherever he actually is now, I think he'd still kind of like just kind of scream out.
You take those couple of steps forward as like the kind of the blue flames kind of like almost like like vapor pour off you. You take those staggering steps forward, and the only thing like we kind of see is like the kind of the golden light from the medallion you wear. And I think we end the session there, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a really good place to end it.
That's oh man, that's heavy.
Yeah.
That's real heavy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't like that too much. Oh man, Ryan, why?
And
why?
Maybe now, for those of you that have listened this far, hopefully you watched part 1 and 2 after you've seen session 12, and maybe the reasons why certain people are interested in certain things make sense now. Maybe.
Yeah, I think having like this, like having not done this before that happened, this probably wouldn't be as big a deal for me as a person, like as Calum.
Yeah.
So getting this kind of done now after the finale of season 2, I guess.
Yeah. The end of chapter 2. Yeah.
Chapter 2. That's what I meant to say.
Season 2 already.
Season 2. Chapter 2. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. This is how Zigg leveled up, right?
Yeah, but he definitely deserves it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. But
Oh,
yeah, that was
no.
it was definitely not a statted fight. Let's put it that way. It was mostly done to be a bit more cinematic than what I normally do in terms of combats.
Yeah, like yeah,
There was a lot of map jank and a lot of technical issues throughout this, but I think that's
yes,
just we're going to be prone to stuff like that. I think going forward, it's just going
for
to
sure.
happen. I mean, we're not professionals, sadly. Um, Obviously, I am, but everybody
I
else,
know.
I have to sit.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, you got to work with what you got, man.
I know. No, it's tough to be honest doing the tech stuff as well, and obviously I'm trying to do my best to learn as much about Roll20 as I can. Definitely enjoyed more things like that, like having like the flames appear and stuff over people, and
That was really cool. See that
yeah,
whole like fire like
hmm
blast thing just looked fantastic. It was just great. Did a good job.
that was good. It was good fun. You picked the right path to go. It'd have been much more difficult going the other way.
Yeah, I'm kind of. The thing is, I probably wouldn't have gone that way if, like, right at the start, I hadn't um
mhm.
just been going, "Oh, look, lighting effects," and walked round the whole
Yeah, but it makes sense,
the whole
right?
place.
Like, I mean, it would
Um,
be things that Zigg would know, though, if he spent time in that room, right? So,
yeah.
no, it definitely makes sense. In terms of post game, though, I feel like we're in the post game.
No, we are.
Yeah,
The game has
already.
ended.
Yes.
Go now. The game has ended. Don't
But
go.
but no, don't go.
Don't go. Right. Peace. Bye.
Yeah. What did like any particular favorite bits or and
Um. I mean, so much happened.
mm,
Oh my god, so much happened.
mhm,
Um. I liked. I kind of liked like the graduation part, like of from part one. Just like
mhm.
just that whole scene was really fun.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah,
And
I agree. It was sometimes that's the tricky bit where you're like, okay, I have to come up with cultural ceremonies that, oh god, how does that even work? Like, the bit I liked, because obviously, as you know, I ad lib a lot of this stuff as a GM, and I really liked her as your mentor giving you to the Radiant Supreme, which is like her superior, to
yeah.
have him give you unto the Burning Mother. Um, I
I
just
thought
like
that
that
was
as a
really cool.
concept. Yeah, as we
Um.
discussed in part one, I was like, kind of want to be part of that. It's kind of cool.
It was just yeah. I liked the almost sort of um family feeling
Mm.
um I got from just like the whole start of it. Which kind of made that like little last stretch really, really hard.
Yeah, it was a bit grim. Um, just a bit.
Because initially I was trying to toss up between just running away, like at
Mhm.
the start, like going around the sides and maybe trying to like go out. My original plan was to go up through that bit to the right,
Mhm.
down. I had no idea that that thing was a teleporting magic thing at that time. And like try and sneak through to the exit. But then at the same time, I was like, oh yeah, but I don't want um, I don't know how he'd feel about watching
Mm.
people, fighting while he's just running away.
Yeah, because it's
And
one of those fight or flight character defining moments, isn't it? So.
yeah, so it was really cool that we got that sort of like you need to go now. Like, oh okay,
Mhm.
shit, I
I mean,
need to go now.
as well. Like, I mean, fight or flight. You took a pot shot at the queen, right? So.
I didn't take a pot shot at the queen. It did nothing, and
See, I really like the visuals personally of. Obviously, I know it's kind of self praise, but it's just more of a. If I saw this in a TV show, I think it'd be fucking awesome. Where her armored robes, as I said, instead of it being like, because the Solarian class is cool, and having an armor effect, a lot of people just assume it would look like armor, and I just like the idea that hers would look like robes, quite frankly.
yeah,
Like these orange ambery energy robes, and I like the sort of like leaping across, like quite angrily, like power smashing into the other side, as this kind of like serene jellyfish motion over the, or like if someone saw like a kite flying overhead, and then like by like contrast, I like the idea of the kind of the more shadowy, purpley variant of it as the queen drifts over slowly as she flies over and lands more gracefully, and then just like, okay, my minions are dealing with what you know the dross in between. She goes up to almost touch the egg. You know, it's good. It's good fun.
I'll tell you what I really liked. I don't know if it's probably deliberate because it's you, but I really liked to say get lost in the stars, and my brain went, the system's called StarFinder.
Yeah.
I just had that like a real moment of like, it's so fun. That's awesome. I also love how it seems you've now maybe killed the Radiant Supreme more than once.
Yeah.
See, now I don't know. I don't know if he's dead or not. Like I don't know.
I mean, he has a
think
slug
a big
thing that
part-
lives on the sun, so I mean he's got some pep, you know.
Yeah. And I think I think Zigg would probably kind of hold on to thinking he
The thing
has to
is,
be
though,
alive. He has to be like.
what we take from that is that the Silver Soldier survived the Radiant Supreme and Edzo, right?
Yeah.
And then Edzo didn't survive them, like the Silver Soldier and the Queen.
Swear to God, like I am going to murder. Like I hate all dry. That's it.
I mean, it's the very fact that it was the Queen that did the killing blow as well. Like, it had to be her. She wouldn't let her minion do that, not when someone opposed her, right?
I love how he still got up from being stabbed, and like I was like, "Fuck you! How dare you like kill the dead guy again?" Like you killed him like 3 times in that session. Maybe. It's the maybe part that really gets me.
The thing is, though, I mean, certain NPCs have resolve points themselves, you know? So, like... And it seems like he's got access to the Mystic Cure spell, at least, right? So,
Yes, this is true.
so he's got something going for him.
Oh man.
Yeah. And he knows everything about you. So...
No, he does know everything about me.
Because you did your wonderful mind link with him.
Actually, I really liked that sort of panic, like, oh, okay, I'll tell him this, 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 and this, and then going, bam, oh no, panic, everything.
Yeah, like, oh god, send everything. He'll work it out. He's a smart guy. Slug thing. I love the Asharo so much. I'm actually just going to show off the Radiant Supreme once more because
I genuinely, he's probably my favorite NPC
like,
so far.
Like, I mean, yeah, fuck you,
And
Alice,
he's
apparently.
Dead,
It's
maybe,
just-
not, maybe.
Just adorable.
He's just so cool.
Yeah, the Asharo are damn cool. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing
That
the
was a lot of
prequel.
fun. I had a lot of fun. Obviously, you know, there was some teething
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to happen.
teething stuff, but that's expected. And
Plus, we were a wee bit quicker doing this than my original time scale, but I wanted to get it done before it dragged on too close to Christmas, he says, on the 21st.
yeah, and because you know I'm away on Sunday,
Mhm.
2 days. I need to
Indeed,
pack.
yeah, you should probably do that.
Oh
Mhm.
man!
But
And
the
then that's me away until next year.
Yeah, indeed. The good thing is I should hopefully catch up with you on like the 28th, I think it is. So
28th, I think we're doing a Starfinder live.
we're not, that's a lie.
We're not recording. No.
No, we're doing a let's all meet up in person because we play a game online together. Yeah, that'd be good. On that note, shout out to, well, first of all, ourselves, we're great. Secondly...
I think we did quite well. Like I'm quite
No, it's
I'm
good.
quite surprised at both myself and
It's tough going...
just everything because it is hard going. You can't just switch off and go right.
Yeah,
gonna
somebody
let-
else
I'm
can
gonna
talk
let
though, yeah.
Nico do something for a bit because I'm just I can't think of anything. When you can't actually think of anything, you still have to say something.
It's tough, it is
I'm like,
tough, but...
Oh,
That's yeah. I've had a lot of fun doing this. As I said, I had some ideas for other characters as well. I think I would do this. See if I had other people joining the game. I think I would do this as a one-on-one with them, to be honest, instead of a combat trial, and give them a prequel to write them in. You know, I think that's
Yeah.
what I would do. And that way, other players can go watch it as well and get a kind of, you know,
a vibe for the.
yeah, for the type of character, and also it lets you know what the person does decision-wise as well, because that's always a quite
Well,
fun.
yes, it's very telling of what kind of person you're playing with, isn't it? Depending on what they do in RPGs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there is... It would have been stupid for Zigg to just weigh into the middle of that fight. It would have been stupid, so...
It would have been absolutely
nobody would have done
daft.
that, right? Nobody would have went into that. Maybe Zora. But, like, you know, it's just kind of the way it goes. I think I can't wait for chapter 3 when we get to catch up
I
with
can't wait now. Like, see now that everything's sort of like
well,
set for
aha.
in Zigg's like thing, I'm like, oh god.
And the reason I
I'm
like it cinematic is because I think we ended by zooming into like Zig's eyes going wide.
That's correct. Yeah. Oh man.
So that has this to happen, and then we're
Oh.
back. It's good, isn't it? I'm having so much fun with the story. It's a lot of fun. Um, Obviously, people have made jokes about the fact that I called the game the Fragments of Eternity. People are wondering where they get the big gold gauntlet to start mounting in the Fragments of Eternity stones.
Yes.
But yeah, good luck with that.
It's actually a solar boot.
A solar boot, and you put the Eternity toes. Sure. Just
that's
a one
the name
clunk.
of this session. Solar boot.
I was thinking graduation day, quite frankly.
No, it's obviously going to be graduation day. There's nothing else you can actually call. Let's face it.
I'll add this into the tracker and stuff as well, because yeah, as I said, I might do more Chapter 0 stuff for folks. So this will be Chapter 0 Session 1. The dates should be a giveaway as to when to watch stuff, but yeah, whatever. Like, it's up to people. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add to this, but I think that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun. I had a
Mhm.
lot of fun. I will obviously listen to it and then probably cry, going, "Oh, why did you do that, Calum? Why did you say that, Calum?" But it'll be good. I'm really excited for sessions, and I'm really looking forward to having the rest of the party back.
Yeah, I'm looking
really
forward.
looking forward to it. I now like as fun as this is. I do miss having more people to bounce off of, and yeah.
Yeah, as I said, it can be tough, but it's also just nice to have buddies. Really, let's face it. For this type of stuff, I think once we get back after the new year, we'll get Chapter 3 on the go, and then yeah, we'll get stuck right back into the wonderful Fragments of Eternity storyline. Hopefully, folks will join us for that. And I guess on that note, for me at least, it's peace out, you know.
Yeah.
Same with you, Calum. Say goodbye,
Yep,
Calum.
that's me. Goodbye, Calum. No, see y'all later in the future in session in
Chapter
chapter 3.
Yeah, see you all in Chapter
Session,
3.
season,
Also,
chapter,
hello
what's the
Nick, and all the
Hi,
rest
Nick,
of them.
and my entourage. Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.